Subscribe to Exltd. Road to 1K subs 80% complete. Exltd Dojo to the moon.
What we saying, guys? Welcome back to Neutral Nuggets. I got a comment from one of my subscribers called Yusuf6. He said, bro, have you got any tips on practicing movement because my neutral is my weakest point? And that's what we're going to discuss today. Just some things that you can do to practice neutral before you get into a game. Let's get into it. Alright, so how we're going to practice this is through the means of repetition. We're going to do some exercises 10 times on each side. Make sure you do them properly. If you get to 9 and you make a mistake, start again. If this isn't easy for you to do, just do 10 minutes of this before you start a match, before you go online, and then just to get your hands warmed up and ready to move around in the game. So what we like to do is first, just do simple IADs over 10 times on each side with no mistakes. You make a mistake, you start again. Then you move on to super jump IAD. Like this. It's 10 times on each side. Alright. Then you move on to dash blocks. Now if you do it fast like me, you won't see the jump, you won't see the block come out. But if you want to do it slow, you don't have to do it fast. You can just do it till you see the block. Then do the other side. Obviously it goes without saying, if you don't think you're doing it properly, then obviously go and check your inputs. Like that, right? Now you can go on to dash jumping. Just a simple ID back, whatever button you want, and then back dash. So when we do this, we're bringing in 3 different movement options. We're bringing in the ID, we're bringing in the dash jump, and the back dash. And it goes without saying 10 times on each side. After you do this, you can bring in the moon jump, so same thing. Alright, now we've done that, we've done the moon jump. If you use a macro, you use the macro to do air dashes as well. Let me just put on my input so you know what I'm talking about. If you use the macro to move, practice doing your IIDs with the macro. Make sure super dash doesn't come out, make sure you're getting a clean input. See, key blast came out there, came out again, nothing came out that time. So let's make sure you're getting a clean input with this. You can also use the macro to dash. So you can ID back and use the macro to dash. Practice doing that as well on both sides. Alright, when it comes to movement in this game, I feel like the best thing to do is just to practice, because that's the best way to get ingrained to your muscle memory. As I said before, in fighting games, if you cannot do what you want to do when you want to do it, then you are definitely putting yourself in a disadvantage when you go into matches. So the best thing I'd say is, if you can't do it 10 times on each side without fail, at least try and get some practice in 10 minutes before you start a match online. Just warm up your hands, move around, and practice these things. Okay? As always, guys, we're on the road to 1K. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you need help with tips and tricks, I've got my matchup minis and neutral nuggets playlist in the description. And I'll catch you guys next time.
Exltd Dojo to the moon.